Welcome to PolicyCast, where we decode India's most impactful policy moves for industry leaders. Today, we have Akhil Chandna, partner Global People Solutions at Grant Thornton Bharat, to take us through some of the key changes introduced by the EPFO, which are expected to streamline compliances and administration of employee benefits. So, whether you're an employer or an employee, this one's for you. Akhil, what are the key changes introduced in EPFO with regard to the UAN allotment process, and how would it impact the current process followed by an employer?
Thanks, Imran, for brief introduction and asking this question. EPFO has rolled out face authentication technology via the Umang app, which allows employees to directly allot, activate, and authenticate their universal account number using facial recognition. This marks a major shift. Previously, employees had to initiate UN activation for new hires. Now, employees can onboard themselves and instantly access EPFO services like passbook viewing, KYC updates, and claims. However, it is important to note for international workers and citizens of Nepal and Bhutan, they are excluded from this update. In these cases, the employees still need to create UNs. For other employees, this simplifies the employee's role, but it also introduces a new challenge, that is, tracking of the UN to be shared by the employees. If employees delay in sharing their UN, employees face the risk of delayed filings, which could in turn lead to interest and penalties. So while technology has streamlined the process, employee communication and coordination is the key.
Thank you. We understand EPFO has also introduced transformational changes in the ECR filing process. Could you enlighten us on the key features under the revamped system?
For sure, Simran. The new ECR system is designed to eliminate some of the long-standing compliance challenges. Key features include three types of returns have been introduced to clearly demarcate the nature of filing. These are regular, supplementary, and revised. Filing of return and payment of PF dues are now separate steps, which is also a very big move. Built-in validation checks have been introduced for common errors like incorrect wages or UNs. Automatic calculation of interest and damages for late payments has been introduced. These changes aim to make the process more accurate, transparent, and employer-friendly.
Thank you, Akhil. That was actually truly insightful. What are the new display related requirements introduced by EPFO? And what are the consequences of non compliance where an employer fails to display this information at their office?
It's a very important question again. EPFO now mandates employees to display key details in Form 5A in their offices. Form 5A is the form used by the employers to register themselves with the EPFO. It captures detailed information about the establishment, ownership, employees, etc. As per the new mandate, details such as employees' registered name, EPF code, coverage date, branch information, and jurisdictional regional EPFO office are to be displayed. This is intended to promote transparency and accountability on the part of employers so that employees have an access to the relevant details. But non-compliance isn't just a minor slip, it can trigger legal action under the EPFO Act of 1952. So it's essential for establishment to treat this as a regulatory obligation, not a formality.
Akhil, we heard about an amnesty scheme introduced by EPFO to resolve past litigations and pending liabilities on the establishments. We would like to hear from you about the details of this scheme, especially the relaxations proposed.
Thanks for bringing it up. Ministry of Labour and Employment has announced Vishwas Scheme. That is an amnesty scheme aimed to reduce litigation by capping penal damages for delayed payments. As of May 2025, 2,406 crore in damages are still pending, with more than 5,000 cases in courts and EPFO's proceeding portal. Under the Vishwas scheme, damages are capped at 1% per month with lower rates for shorter delays. It's active for 6 months and may be extended. This is a great opportunity for establishments to settle old dues and avoid legal battles. I think this answers your question.
Yes, thank you so much. On to the last one. Akhil, there's been a lot of buzz around PF withdrawals lately. People are saying that 100% of the PF contribution cannot be withdrawn before retirement. Is that true? And while we're on that subject, can we also expect any simplification in the way members withdraw their PF corpus?
Yeah, Simran, I think you've asked two questions together. So let me bifurcate into two parts and take your first question first. On PF withdrawal, I just want to tell you that EPFO has proposed a unified withdrawal framework, allowing members to withdraw up to 75% of the eligible accumulated amount, which includes employer's contribution. The remaining 25% stays invested as a retirement buffer. These changes are still under approval. Now, your second question was any simplification in which the members withdraw their PF corpus? Yes, EPFO 3.0 promises a digital overall. The Central Board of Trustees has approved a comprehensive digital transformation framework which would facilitate faster claims, multilingual self-service, payroll-linked contributions, and even an ATM-style debit card for PF withdrawals. Big simplifications are on the horizon.
Thank you. That wraps up this episode of EPFO Insights. From tech-driven UA and authentication to simplified withdrawals and relief through Vishwas Scheme, these reforms mark a major shift in how EPFO operates. Employers and employees alike must stay informed and coordinated to make the most of these changes.